Holy shit!
What's up guys, this is Merc Music and I'm bringing you guys some hiding spots and glitches on the COD Ghosts map Chasm. We're going to be starting off here with the two dynamic map elements. The first one is a bus that falls over when you use an explosive on it. By far the most pointless thing, and I can't help but laugh every time I see it, and when it hits the ground I like die a little bit inside, but the next dynamic map element is way better. If you use an explosive on this elevator, it creates a nice little second route on the lower level, and you're still able to use it on top because you just jump on top of the elevator, so it's a nice feature to have on the map. But now we're going to be moving on to some really cool spots. This one you could probably use for infected, but the throwing knives will probably end up getting you if you stay here for too long. So what you need to do for this is jump onto the middle where the lower rock is, and then jump to your right, jump to your left in that order, and then you are able to pull a strafe, sort of. You don't really have to strafe too hard, but you can get on top of this pillar. And it's a cool spot. However, I just wanted to tell you guys this about my videos, because for these hiding spots and glitches, I think you guys think I have bad intentions for this, but I really just do this so you guys are aware that players can get in these spots, and I'm doing this so you know what to look out for when you're online. Even though I don't think people will be doing this too much, something like this is something players would use more because it's really a lot easier to notice and get into, and if you go too far, you'll fall. However, I could see players hiding there because they're pretty well hidden. Also, this is another one that's probably not too good for infected. There's this giant ass palm tree hanging out of the side. It looks like a giant penis hanging out on the side of the map, but people can hide there in infected. They'll probably get throwing knifed or stabbed pretty easily, but that's another one. Look out for this one as well, because this is a nice little ledge you can get onto. However, it's basically a place where people could corner camp a lot, so look out for that one if you're playing online. This next spot allows you to kind of hide around this office area. You just need to be very careful when edging your way along this ledge. You can't prone out here, which I think is actually really nice because when you're crouched, you're more exposed. So it's kind of good that you can get there, but at the same time, you're not going to do too well because you can't prone and hide. You can maneuver your way along this ledge over here and kind of get in a corner. You will still be exposed, so I wouldn't recommend camping there, but just be aware that there might be some players who really want to camp like that. Over here, you can't get into this room, which is really nice because people would definitely set up shop there and camp for the entire game. And I just wanted to show you that the ledge also leads back onto that bridge, so you can get there. Near this subway, there's a sign you can jump on top of. Probably not too helpful. You're very exposed. You have no cover. However, if you hear footsteps coming from that subway and you wanted to quickly jump there, it probably wouldn't be the worst thing to do. Now, over here by this truck and the bus, you can get on top of them very easily just by mantling, and you can also use it as an alternate route to get on top of this little piece of... I'm sorry guys, I derp out sometimes when I'm trying to figure out names for some of these spots, but some of these things in these maps are so ridiculous I don't know what to call them. So anyway, you can pull this jump over here to get on top of this tree, and if you look straight up with a throwing knife, you should be pretty well concealed. I wouldn't bank on staying there for too long though. These next couple of spots, if you look on the side view, it's really easy to see enemies that are hiding in these trees. However, for infected, if you wanted to go super hidden, players who just kind of run by will not really notice you, so I recommend that for infected. I just wanted to show you guys this one little shitter. You can stand on top of it and hide here if you wanted to for infected as well. This is a bitch of a corner camping spot. You can't get to it normally, but if you fall down on top of this plant, you can crouch and just hide there all day. So just look out for that. I wanted to point out that under this staircase in this specific location of the map, when you go proned out and you go forward into it, you can get farther than you can, and I think you're actually prone blocked by doing it backwards, so that's kind of good that they keep players from just laying down there. But now we're going to be wrapping things up here with the Domination, throwing knife, flag saves, and this first one does not require strong arm because we couldn't find a long throw, so make sure that when you're going for this one you don't use strong arm, but it's actually really easy to pull off, and I recommend it. I think it'd be a pretty good throw if you're able to pull this off. Just know that it's a short throw. This one's going to be a long throw. You cannot save B, by the way, because it's completely covered on top. However, this is going to be the flag save for A. It's going to be a long throw. You're going to be required to use strong arm. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the hiding spots and glitches on Chasm. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, and I'll see you guys later.